Am I here now? Do you hear me now? Do you hear me now? Do, Brittany, all I said was, "What the fuck are you doing?" over and over again to Tony Khan. That's what I said. That's what I did. I did that. I don't understand why. I'll never understand why. It never fails. Every time I start up this terrible streaming software, it forgets one of the things that I had plugged into it before, but I'll never know which one. It's almost always this webcam. So I'll have to like reinstall the webcam into the scene that's going. This time it was my microphone. I don't fucking know why. What the fuck is the idea behind pinning your women's champion? And don't give me the say, "Oh, well, we had to do it so we could get the four-way." You announced the four-way match 15 seconds after you had her pinned. The fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing, Tony Khan? And the only reason you do any of this shit, I thought, was like, oh, so Jamie Hayter's gonna come down and turn babyface. No, she hits Tony Storm with the chair anyway. Does that get her into the match next week on Dynamite? No, Jamie Hayter's got nothing to do with that. None of this fucking shit makes sense. Am I watching NXT? What the fuck's going on? I'm so pissed. There's no women except for fucking Ty trying to kick Jon Moxley in the balls and instead kicking him in the butthole. There's no women on your fucking show for an hour and 20 minutes, and they finally show up, and this is the match you book for them? This is the match you book for them? Fuck you. Done. Done with the women's division of this fucking show. God damn it. That was a slam dunk match. A slam dunk match, man. You fucked it up. I mean, it's true. I honestly think it's true. I think that if Tony Khan thought he could get away with it without people being in an uproar, he would just not have women on his show, period. Because he doesn't honestly think much of women wrestling. He's stuck in some mindset in 1984. It's fucking dumb. Ali Cease, what happened was they had Tony Storm get pinned because she ran into a chair while the ref wasn't watching because the ref is fucking stupid. Let's bury the ref with our booking too. Let's make sure we do that shit. So she got pinned. So Athena says, no, you can't do that. That's not nice. And she fights off Serena and Britt. And then Britt gets a chair. And then Jamie Hayter runs down ostensibly to make the save. But instead, she takes the chair from Britt and hits Tony Storm with it. But it's not like she's signifying, oh, no, I'm still on Britt's side. She just wanted to hit Tony with it. Because she and Britt are still not friends. And then 12 seconds later, they announce there's a Britt versus Athena versus Tony versus Deeb for the women's title on Dynamite next week for Grand Slam. Fuck all of this booking. I don't know why. I don't know, because they're not. Your boy Malik says, why not have Jamie hit Britt with a chair? Because obviously they're not ready for that twist yet. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know why I even turned on this show tonight. The tag match was pretty good, but then they fucked it up by having Orange Cassidy attack Pac. Like, what the ugh. Jesus. I still think they're going to find a way for this to be Jericho because I don't trust them. But I'll tell you this. My prediction of Mox winning at Arthur Ashe and it being Mox versus MJF for the program going into the fall where MJF takes the title from him, that's ironclad at this point. You don't have MJF come out and cut that promo entirely on Moxley if Danielson's going to be the one to win the tournament. I'm sorry for everybody who's still hoping for Danielson to win the tournament. He's not winning the tournament. He may not win tonight. Moxley's winning this tournament. That's 100% sure. That's very funny. Tim Beatty says, if Mox wins the title, then loses it to MJF, who gets an injury during that match, should AEW just give up on having a world champion? Yes, the answer is yes. At that point, the world championship is cursed, and no one should have it. You know what I have? I have this shit on mute, so I never have to listen to anybody singing Jericho's theme song ever again. Because he's a heel now, and only because he is such a fucking egomaniac does he insist on having everybody sing his fucking song from 7 goddamn years ago, whenever it was. I am sick of that fucking song. It was a good song when it first came out. Now it makes my ears fucking bleed. You are a heel now, Chris Jericho, and as a heel, you don't have the crowd sing your fucking song. I never fucking got it, man. It's just so bad. Just so bad. I just want this match to be over. I do. I didn't want to see it the first time. I don't want to see it now. I just want this match to be over so I can get to talking to Sean about that MJF promo and about the Firm. That's all I want. I don't want this match to even take place, let alone like watching it. Like that booking of the women's match got me in such a fucking foul mood. I've been in such a terrible mood because of that women's booking. God damn it, Tony Khan. Hire somebody to do that women's division booking for you. Because obviously, you can't fucking do it. Jesus. Karrion Kross versus Jericho. I have to? What's the consequences if I don't? Do my eyes get poked out? Because then I'll have to consider it. I'll have to consider the options. If I don't consent to watching Jericho versus Karrion Kross, what happens to me? Because honestly, there are very few forms of torture to be worse than that. Woods is facing Samoa Joe, I guess, because. Cinnabay, I loved everything about the Firm. You'll never get me to say one bad thing about the Firm. I even love the Firm starring Tom Cruise. I'll never say anything bad about the Firm. Stokely Hathaway is a god, and I love that they've made all of that shit make sense. That MJF has them on retainer to help him out whenever they need, but they all have different goals in mind, and they'll all help each other if they need to, but it's Stokely Hathaway's baby, and I fucking love it. I'll never say one bad word about the Firm. You're free to not like it, but I will never say one bad word about it. No, the Firm is a fantastic name for Stokely's. You won't give me nothing wrong with it. Sterling shouldn't have a stable. Sterling should barely be on television. So yeah, you're not going to do that. So yeah. Hypergreed Gaming. I play Shredder's Revenge like every now and then. Now I did not see the Nintendo Direct. I don't know what did they announce for that. I think they're not ready to announce that Morrissey is going after Wardlow yet, but I think that's where he's going. I think that's what what they're doing. Women's booking is terrible. Sports and things. It so is. It so is. I mean, I just don't think. I just think you're overthinking it. Living mythology. I think that that I still think that Jericho somehow wins this because him cheating to beat Danielson is further reason for Garcia to hate Jericho and want to break up with him, break it off with his faction. And Danielson has proved he doesn't give a shit about whether or not he wins or loses. He's taken losses. He got tapped out to fell asleep to Jake Hager at some point, so he doesn't fucking care if he wins or losses. Plus, Moxley's just winning the title because they already told you that's what they're doing when they have MJF. Moxley's definitely winning the title, and because MJF is here to take the title, that's all he wants. He just wants the title. He doesn't give a fuck about Mox if Mox isn't the champion. So having him target Mox in his promo telegraphs, I would say perfectly, but it does telegraph it, that MJF is coming after Moxley because Moxley is winning the champion. Yeah, no, Luis, you're right. The Morrissey but Morrissey would say, I need another shot at that guy because he made me look bad and I want to kill him. Morrissey would say that, and Stokely would make sure it happened. I mean, I agree with you, Luis, but like that's why they would do it. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Luis. I mean, Garcia could cost Jericho the match now, but he also could allow him. He could kind of cost Jericho the match next week at Grand Slam as well. So we'll see when that happens. Yeah. No, Mox is winning the tournament. I was certain of it last week, but I'm doubly certain of it this week. Mox is winning the tournament, and then having a feud with MJF. MJF gets all of his boys to beat the hell out of Moxley, cashes in on him or whatever. I don't know how this fucking works with the chip. I'm not sure how that works. But MJF becomes the champion at Moxley's expense. Moxley gets to go away on an extended vacation, and when he comes back, that's your feud. I think that's what they're doing. Anton, I don't understand how people can see what's going on with MJF targeting Moxley specifically in his promos, and then think they're not going to do Moxley versus MJF. And at this point, like, it would be a swerve, and I guess it would be unexpected, but you've done so much work building up that feud already. To throw it away makes zero sense. Moxley's winning this tournament. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Miro. Miro's had one match, that 6-man, at All Out since June. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Miro. I don't even know what to say about it. Um, Danielson already had his match, though, with Kenny, I think, was the big thing, C West. Danielson had his match with Kenny at Grand Slam last year, so that kind of allows it to, watching. So, yes, Tim Beatty, thank you very much. If you are here watching the chat and watching the live stream, it only takes a single second to drop a like in the chat, and that really helps to get the algorithm to let people know I exist, and that would be nice. Oh, the BCC still exists without Mox. Cesaro's still there. He'll be wrestling people. We've already set up that Yuta probably wants to go back after Garcia. I think Garcia ends up joining the BCC after this thing with Jericho ends. He'll join and be mentored by Danielson, so Garcia will be there. Wheeler Yuta won't like that very much, so therefore you have a little infighting there. And Lee Moriarty is coming after the Pure title, so there'll be stuff for the BCC to do. Jade needs a match at Grand Slam, I would say. Apparently not, though. Don't know what they're doing. Alex Trias, Matt Hardy. I don't honestly. It's fine that he's here. I just don't understand why he's feuding with Darby some more. Like we've already seen the Hardys versus Darby. I don't need to see any more of that. Thank you very much. I'm good. We can move on. Thank you. Yeah, Miro should be wrestling every week until he gets his title. I don't understand it. Here's the thing. Here's what I love is I loved them coming right out and saying, this guy is going for this title. These guys are going for these titles, and this guy is going for that title. Because it sets up, we know where everybody's headed. I wouldn't have a problem with Miro saying, I'm coming for gold, and I want that All-Atlantic title that I should have had in June, except for the pagan blue, devil mist in my face. So I'm coming after it. And so Ethan Page is coming after it. And Orange Cassidy's coming after it. And Pac is the one who has it right now. I love the idea of multiple people declaring this is the title I want. And then you can have a whole bunch of matches to kind of like determine who gets the first shot at it. I think that's an awesome idea. We should do that. All right. Yeah, we need Miro versus Brody. We can need Miro versus Brody, Miro versus Buddy. We need those matches because we were promised them months ago and never got them. So, yeah, no, I agree with you. Well, MJF gets the title. Bright and great. MJF will get the title either cashing in somehow at the end of Grand Slam. He says, I'm going to cash in my chip. We don't know if that's like a Money in the Bank type cash in, like he can get it like literally anytime I want, or does he have to declare this is the match I want it here? So he can either do it at Full Gear, which is in Newark, which is over the river from Long Island, or he can wait until what is it called? Winter's Coming. That big Dynamite special they do in December every year. That one is actually in Nassau County in Long Island. He could wait till do it there. I'm not sure. It's kind of like it's weird because this match is great for a certain segment of fans, and I'm not one of them. I mean, like I think it's fine where Danielson is I don't want to watch Danielson have to slow down to wrestle somebody. I want to watch Danielson have to speed up to wrestle somebody. So, yeah, this is not my deal. I think Bryan does need to win it. I still think that their idea of a marquee matchup for Grand Slam may be more Jericho versus Mox, because Jericho versus Mox. I mean, they just did it at that fucking the Quake in the Lake thing. So, that's way too early. This match is way too early. We got like 8 minutes left. No. The thing is, like, anybody else, I would agree with you. Danielson will take 10 losses in a row if he feels like it, because he doesn't give a shit. It's not about ego with him. It's about what he feels will help better serve the greater story. That's honestly what I feel like with him. So it's my own thought, though. I think Jericho got chopped a little too hard in that titty, as you call it. I think it's the result of the chops. Yeah. Oh, Danielson, you're so fucking good at this. I hate you for it. I hate you for it. I hate you for making me believe that you're seriously hurt. Every fucking time. You're so good at this. Daniel, there's nobody else in all of wrestling who is better at selling like they've literally broken something. Nobody else. Nobody else. Danielson's so fucking good at this. He is, God forbid, one day going to seriously hurt himself, and he'll be the boy who cried wolf because nobody's going to believe it. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. All part of the story. All part of the story. Oh, my God. See? See? Now, this could be one thing. This could be Danielson in a classic nod to his history as a wrestler, overcoming the odds, or it could be the perfect built-in excuse for why he loses the match. And that's why I love Danielson, because Danielson, in every match he wrestles, he gives you a choose-your-own-adventure book. Do you remember those when you were a kid? At least when I was a kid, there were a series of books where you would go several pages and be like, okay, do you walk through the woods, or do you go down the path into the cave? You got to get out of this place in some way. This way looks spooky, but that way looks spooky. Pick one. Which one? What do you do? And you would, like, if you choose option A, go to page 18. If you choose option B, go to page 22. And then every time you would find a different way of going, it would move you through the whole thing. But there were always different ways of going. And that's what Danielson does every single time he wrestles. He gives you all of these options where the match could end if this happens. But if this happens, the match will end a different way. He's so good at that. I love the way he does it. Hey, Alpha Bill. Yes, Choose Your Own Adventure. Did they have those in Australia? That's awesome. I love those books. Those things should come back. I love Choose Your Own Adventure books. I legitimately I cheated when I read them. I did. I would look ahead. Like, I'd be like, okay, option A, turn to page 18, option B, turn to page 22. And I'd go to page 18, I'd read through that part of it. Then I'd go to page 22 and I'd read that part of it. And then choose, based on those two options, which way I wanted to go. Because I was a cheat as a kid. It is true. Those are basically video games now. My finger left the page. See? See? It's so true. So true. That's awesome. I was a cheater. Straight up, I totally. I'll cop to it. I was a cheater at the time. Yeah, Detroit Become Human. I've thought about that too. That's something I might want to play. Because of all those options and stuff. Hello, Max Dannenberg. Hello, how are you? Hello, Chris. Hello, Kashara. Hello, Fidel. Hello, E-Rob. LaShawn. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're here and you haven't dropped a like on the video yet, please do. It really helps with the old algorithm and whatnot. But yeah, we're in the middle of this. LaShawn, I think Solo getting the call up to SmackDown is perfect. I've been begging for it literally for months. That dude was ready when he showed up in NXT, and he's beyond ready now, and I'm very, very excited about it. Hello, David McComb. Hello, welcome. Travis Starks. Hello. Dragon Racer. Hey. I love that Danielson, in laying out the match, decided that the thing that would cause him the injury that that he would require to have this whole match turn with the injury, the thing that causes it is him making a strategic error. by trying to suplex Jericho into the ring, something he probably shouldn't be trying to do. Jericho reverses it, suplexes him out of the ring, and he lands wrong on the leg. It's not something that, like, Jericho smashes it with the ring steps or something. It's a strategic error on Danielson's part. I love that he gives himself that fatal flaw within within the booking of the match, so that he's not the perfect wrestler, as so many people say it, but he wants to be that flawed character that sometimes gets a little ahead of himself and has to work from behind because of a mistake that he made himself. I love that Danielson does that. I think Malik. I think it might be. I think it might be in the future, depending on what they do with Stokely. But I love that it's MJF has him on retainer first of all because of the history that he has with Stokely. I think it's perfect. We're very close to the end of this show, guys. We're very close to the end of this show. Jericho might have to tap here. Oh, it grabs the nose. Jericho's gonna have to tap. This is good. Listen, I'm all for Danielson versus Moxley. It's gonna be a great match. I just didn't think they were gonna do it that way. I didn't think they would do it, but I'm glad they're doing it. I'm glad they're doing Danielson versus Moxley. Moxley's winning that match though. Moxley's winning that match though. I still say it. I'm less convinced now, but I still say Moxley is winning that match. Because there's no way you have MJF cut that promo. All right. That's going to be a huge match for them. That's legitimately, I feel that's the biggest match they can put on. That's the biggest match they can put on. I believe it. Mox is excited about it. He's looking forward to it. I love it. I love it. This is going to be great. This is great. That's not okay, dude. That's you can't do that. That dude you can't hold up that sign in that shot. You can't hold up that sign in that spot. Oh man, that ruined that shot so bad. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Here we friggin' go. This is gonna be great. Matthew, there's a sign that says CM Punk owns the Bucks. That's what they said. That's what the sign said. It's so funny. The sign said CM Punk owns the Bucks. They held it up directly between Moxley and Moxley and Danielson. God, it was hilarious. Oh Jesus, that's great. All right, everybody. Thank you all for that. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, come over to Fightful and watch me and Sean talk about this for as long as it takes. But it should be a lot of fun. So I'll see you all there, and we'll see you tomorrow night for some more Last of Us, if you so choose to join. We'll do more Last of Us tomorrow. We're gonna do Left Behind tomorrow, and maybe if that is quick, we'll start Last of Us Part 2. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Drop a like, subscribe, and I love all of you for being here. And until next time, I'm going to say